Unexpected moments again came from the duo who always managed to steal the public's attention, especially the ARMY, namely Jungkook and Jimin. The small interaction that occurred between the two recently immediately became a hot discussion on various social media platforms. Many fans felt the moment was so special, it was even considered one of the most intense interactions ever captured on camera. It all started from a casual moment that actually looks ordinary. In a session that is not too formal, the two members of BTS appear to be sitting close together while talking lightly. A warm and cozy atmosphere has been characteristic of their relationship for a long time. However, who would have thought that from the relaxed atmosphere, small details appeared that immediately caught the attention of the fans. The camera that panned the two captured Jungkook's expression that looked different than usual. In a few seconds that were quite clearly visible, he seemed unable to take his eyes off Jimin's face, more precisely on the lips. The gaze looks focused, intense, and a little longer than just the usual gaze between friends. This moment may only be brief, but for fans, especially those who follow the dynamics of JIKOOK's relationship, the slightest detail can have great meaning. Many immediately repeat the video many times to make sure what they saw. Not the least of which is to slow down the recording in order to capture the expression more clearly. The reaction came quickly. Social media was immediately filled with diverse comments, ranging from exasperated, surprised, to completely carried away. Some fans called the look unusual, others even considered it a form of attraction that is difficult to hide. While others try to see it from a more relaxed point of view, considering it just a spontaneous moment with no special meaning. However, it would not be JIKOOK's name if a simple interaction did not trigger various interpretations. The relationship between Jungkook and Jimin has long been known to have strong chemistry. From the beginning of their debut, the two often showed a natural closeness, full of warmth, and often looked very in sync with each other. Many moments in the past have shown how comfortable they are with each other, from light jokes, supporting each other on stage, to small, caring interactions. Things like this make it easier for fans to get carried away every time a new moment comes up, no matter how small it is. In this context, Jungkook's gaze toward Jimin's lips became something that felt different. There is an impression that the moment happened naturally without being far-fetched, and that is precisely where the attraction lies. The authenticity of the expression is often the most sought after by fans, because it is considered to show the original side of the idol's relationship. Interestingly, Jimin himself did not seem too aware of the gaze, or at least did not give a noticeable reaction. He continued the conversation with his usual relaxed expression. This makes the moment even more unique because only the audience is aware of the small details. Some fans also tried to analyze the body language of the two. Some say that a close sitting position, the direction of the bodies facing each other, as well as a relaxed facial expression indicate a high level of comfort. In the psychology of nonverbal communication, such things are often interpreted as a sign of emotional closeness. But of course, not everyone agrees with this interpretation. There are also those who remind that as group mates who have been together for many years, it is natural that they have a strong affinity. A certain look or expression does not always have to be interpreted further. This perspective is also important to maintain balance in seeing the interaction of idols. Despite the variety of points of view, one thing is certain. This moment again shows how strong JIKOOK's appeal is in the eyes of fans. Even interactions lasting only a few seconds are capable of creating large waves of reactions. This proves that the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin has its own place in the hearts of the ARMY. Phenomena like this also show how enthusiasts today are very observant in capturing details. In the digital age, every gesture, expression, and interaction can be easily analyzed and reshared. This makes small moments that previously might have been missed now become the main highlight. In addition, the closeness shown by the BTS members is indeed one of the factors that makes them so loved. Relationships that look sincere and full of warmth give the impression that they are not just colleagues, but also family. In the end, whether the gaze has a special meaning or is just a coincidence, it all comes back to the interpretation of each one. What is clear, this moment has managed to bring happiness to the fans. The smiles, laughter, and jitters that appear are proof that even small interactions can have a big impact. JIKOOK once again proved that they don't need to do anything big to attract attention. Enough with one brief glance, they are already able to make the virtual world crowded. And perhaps therein lies their true charm. Natural, simple, but always memorable. Some of the ARMY even began to associate this incident with various old interactions between Jungkook and Jimin. They recalled how the two often showed little attention to each other, from fixing clothes, sharing a discreet look, to the habit of standing or sitting close together without looking the slightest awkward. All the pieces of the moment seemed to be a puzzle that was rearranged by fans to strengthen the impression of their closeness. Not only that, some fans also highlighted Jungkook's facial expression after the moment passed. Some felt that he seemed a little sober, then quickly shifted his eyes, as if realizing that he was being caught on camera. This fleeting reaction even more makes the moment feel alive and full of stories, even though not a single word is said about it. On the other hand, Jimin still showed a calm and natural attitude. He continued his activities without significant changes in expression, which subsequently gave rise to various new speculations among fans. Some assumed that he was unaware of the gaze, while others believed that he was so used to Jungkook's attention that he no longer felt the need to overreact. This phenomenon also shows how the power of chemistry can be formed not only from large interactions, but also from small, barely noticeable details. In many cases, it is precisely simple things such as gazes, gestures, or short pauses in conversation that make the most profound impression. And in the context of JIKOOK, things like this always manage to create their own charm. Interestingly, the conversation about this moment does not occur only on one platform. From Twitter, TikTok, to online discussion forums, everything is filled with video snippets, analysis, and fan reactions. Many create edit videos with dramatic background music, slow down certain parts, even add text to highlight the moment of the gaze. The creativity of fans in processing content like this is one of the factors that makes simple moments live and grow. There is little that makes this moment a light joke material. Funny memes and comments have sprung up, describing how someone reacts when caught staring at someone secretly. This shows that in addition to bringing a feeling of excitement or vapor, this moment also provides fun entertainment for the fan community. But behind all that, there are also voices that invite to still look at everything reasonably. They stress that the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin is a long-standing friendship, full of trust and comfort. Certain looks or gestures can come naturally without having too deep a meaning. An approach like this is important to keep the discussion healthy and not excessive. Despite the various interpretations that have emerged, one thing that cannot be denied is that this moment again reminds us of the strength of the connection between BTS members. They have been through so much together: hard training, a long career journey, to great achievements in the global music industry. All of them form a strong and difficult to separate relationship. It is this kind of closeness that is often the reason why fans feel so emotionally attached. They not only enjoy the music produced, but also the journey and dynamics of the relationship between the members. Every interaction, no matter how small, becomes part of a larger story that continues to evolve over time. This moment of gaze may pass, replaced by new interactions in the future. But for fans, these memories will still be stored as one of the special moments. It could even be that, in the future, this moment will again be lifted and remembered as part of JIKOOK's long journey.